Alright, we really want to start focusing on using words correctly, or using the correct word for what we want for its purpose in the sentence. So we're really going to look at modifiers this week. Now we have two types of modifiers, or two terms we call modifiers. One, we have adjectives. Right? Now remember, an adjective is any word that adds a description to a noun. Okay. Notice our example, the nice guy. Nice is an adjective. It's describing the quality of the guy. The other modifier that we have is an adverb. Now adverbs are any word that adds a description to a verb, adjective or another adverb. Okay. So let's see other example, the really nice guy. We know that nice is the adjective, really is describing how nice the guy is. Okay, so there's a clue for adverbs. We can see that they kind of answer the question how. They're going to answer the question when. Okay. And sometimes they'll answer the question why. But if you're still really confused and you really want to know, okay, how can I tell, right? How can one know the difference? How can one tell when to use an adjective or when to use an adverb? I have some things for you to keep in mind. Okay. So first off, one, adjectives typically come in front of nouns, right? Which we know are a noun is a person, place, or thing. So if you're looking for an adjective, it will typically come in front of the noun. Two, adverbs typically end in ly. And that's how we've always been told to remember them. I always say, okay, how to remember it? It ends in ly. There are some exceptions, though, that you should be aware of. The first, soon, not, and very are always adverbs. Even though they don't end in ly, they're always adverbs. Elderly, curly, only, holy, silly, and lonely always equal adjectives. Okay, those are the exceptions to the ly rule as well. Okay, we have elderly people. We have curly hair. Right, they're describing nouns. And then there's those that can either be both, depending how you use them. Right? Last person out, please turn off the lights. There it's an adjective. We left last, there it's a verb. Okay, so if it's describing the action, adverb. If it's describing the noun or the subject, object, adjective. Okay. So what we really want to look out for are what I call the 10 biggies. These are the more commonly mixed up adverbs and adjectives. So, number one, and then two, right? We have bad versus badly. Bad is an adjective, meaning evil or not good. Okay. Badly is an adverb describing how one feels sympathetic or sorry. When you say I feel bad, notice that I have the incorrect there in parentheses. So when you say that, when you say, oh, I feel bad, you're really saying, I feel like being evil today. I feel like I don't want to be good. What you really mean is, I feel badly, right? I have a sympathetic feeling, or a pain in my heart, right, for another person. So I feel badly for him. I am pain for him. I can empathize, can have sympathy. The next set. Good versus well. This I hear used all the time incorrectly. Good is an adjective. It will only be an adjective, so you can only use it as an adjective. It means the quality of not having evil intentions, or it's a degree of accuracy. Okay. When you say I am good, you are saying that you are a good person. That means you have no evil intentions. Okay? You're not greedy, you're not selfish, you're not unwilling to listen, you do everything you're supposed to do. Okay? Then you can actually say that. If you don't, then you're lying when you say I am good. Okay, so if someone ever asks you how you are doing, you should reply, I am doing well. Okay, or I am well. What is very incorrect would be to say, I did good on my test. Okay. Last time I checked, there was no test that ever benefited mankind. You want to say well. Well is the adverb form, right? It means capable. It can also be an adjective meaning in good health or satisfactory. So when I am well, I'm in good health. I am satisfactory. But if I'm describing an action, if I'm describing how I did on a test, I need to say, I did well on my test. Moving on, we have slow and slowly. Slow is the adjective, slowly is the adverb. Notice the ly. Right? We can have a slow snail. We can talk about that sort of descriptor of a snail. But we can also describe the pace in which we walked. Right? We walked slowly. Let's talk about real and really. Both kind of mean the same. One is just intended to describe verbs, the other describe nouns. Right? Real is the adjective. It means true or genuine. When you say he was a real man of his word, we are describing that he is a genuine man, or he's true, right? He's honest. He has integrity. Really is an adverb meaning like truly or accurately or actually, right? I really meant you should stop. Right? When I told you to stop, I really meant it. I truly wanted you to stop. I accurately wanted you to stop. I actually wanted you to stop. Right? All of those are really what we mean when we say really. It would be ridiculous for I to say, I really meant you should stop. Right? So, yes. So when you mean truly, when you mean accurately, use really. And when you want to say genuine or true, use real. Lastly, we have poor versus poorly. Poor is an adjective meaning unhealthy or not rich. Right? The poor man, he was not rich. Poorly is an adverb meaning low quality. If you got a grade that you did not desire, you would say, I did poorly on my exam. Right? Remember, exams test your skills. So if you have a low skill ability, you will do poorly. If you do not study, you will do poorly. It can also be to the quality of which we do an action, right? We speak Spanish poorly. Right? We are not natives, right? So we do speak Spanish poorly. Okay? Because we're talking about the quality in which we speak. Which is why we need the adverb. Okay? So let's just recap quickly. Use an adjective to describe a noun. Use an adverb to describe verbs, so actions or other modifiers, so other words that are describing. So that's really how you know the difference. If you're trying to describe the action or you're trying to describe a descriptor, use the adverb. If you're trying to describe a subject or another noun in the sentence, use the adjective.